Hello, welcome to Bright Mathematical Solutions. We are looking at the theory part of the 2022-2023 NABTEB examination. We are looking at the mathematics question, as this channel is meant to solve mathematical problems. And today we are at question number 9, and the question says, copy and complete the table for the relation y equals 3 plus 5x minus 2x squared. So the table is given a form of x and y, and the next question says draw the graph of y equals 3 plus 5x minus 2x squared using the scale of 2 centimeter to 1 unit on the x-axis and 2 centimeter to 5 units on the y-axis. The third question says find the roots of the equation of a 0 equals 3 plus 5x minus 2x squared. On the same axis, draw the line. So now let us start. I'm going to take this question as a whole. I'm going to treat them simultaneously. First and foremost, let us copy and complete the table that we were given. Now, this is a table. So we have our x as written. This is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the equation we were given, our equation is y equals 3 plus 5x minus 2x squared. So we are going to replicate this in this table. So that will now become 3, 5x, we have minus 2x squared. Remember, the summation of this will give us our y, which we are going to get, and we are going to. So now we have 3, which is constant, so we are going to replicate 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Now, after we've completed that, we are now going to come to the next one. This is 5x. When our x is minus 2, we are going to be multiplying for each values of x. So 5 multiplied by minus 2, that gives us minus 10. 5 multiplied by minus 1, that's minus 5. 5 multiplied by 0, that's 0. 5 multiplied by 1 gives us 1. 5 multiplied by 2 gives us 10. Multiplied by 3, that's 15. 5 multiplied by 4, that's 20. 5 multiplied by 5, that gives us 25. Now, after we've gotten that, we are coming to the next one, which is minus 2x raised to power 2. Now, when x is minus 2, minus 2 raised to power 2, that's 4. 4 multiplied by minus 2, that gives us minus 8. When x is minus 1 raised to power 2, that's 1. 1 multiplied by minus 2, that's minus 2. When x is 0, this will give us 0. When x is 1, this will give us minus 2. When x is 2, this will give us minus 8. When x is 3, that's 3 raised to power 2, that's 9. 9 plus 9 multiplied by minus 2, that gives us minus 18. When x is 4, that's 16. 16 multiplied by 2, that gives us minus 32. When x is 5, that's 25 multiplied by 2, and that gives us minus 50. Now, the addition of these 3 will give us this y. So let us begin to add. 3 minus 10 minus 8, that gives us minus 15. And that we will have been given minus 15, so our solution is correct. Now 3 minus 5 minus 2, and that gives us minus 4. 3 plus 0 plus 0, this gives us 3. 3 plus 5 minus 2, 3 plus 5, 8. 8 minus 2, that gives us 6. 3 plus 10, that's 13. 13 minus 8, that gives us 5. 3 plus 15, that's 18. 18 minus 18, this gives us 0, 0. Now 3 plus 20, that's 23. 23 minus 32, that gives us minus 9. So 3 plus 25, that's 28. 28 minus 50, that gives us minus 22. So we've been able to copy and complete the table. So we've been able to deal with the first part. Now let us solve this so that we can deal with the graph one. So let us solve since we are given two equations. We are given a quadratic equation and we are given a linear equation. So let us solve, let us get the values of y for this equation as well, so that we can then go to our graph and solve once and for all. Now just what we did. So x is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have our linear equation to be y equals 3 minus 2x. So this is 3 minus 2x, and we have our y here. Now 3 is constant, so we're going to repeat it all through. So minus 2x, when x is minus 2, multiplied by 2, that gives us 4. When x is 1, that gives us 2 and gives us 0. When x is 1, this gives us minus 2. When it's 2, this gives us minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, and minus 10. So from here we're going to add together. This gives us 7. 3 plus 4, 3 plus 2, this is 5. 3 plus 0, this is 3. 3 minus 2, that's 1. 3 minus 4, minus 1. 3 minus 6, minus 3. 3 minus 8, minus 5. And 3 minus 10, that is minus 7. So this is the values for x and the values for y that we are taking to our graph. Now let us move to our graph as we plot. Now, so we are on the graph, so let us get to work. Now, for the quadratic equation, when our y is minus 15, remember the solution we got here. This is what we are taking to our graph. These are the values of y, and these are the values of x. So these are the values of x, and these are the values of y for the linear equation. Now let us go back to our solution. Now when x is minus 2, y is minus 15. So if I trace it down, this is minus 15. So let me change my index so that I have something that is bold. Now when x is minus 1, we have our y to be minus 4. So this is minus 5. So let's zoom that this is our minus 1. So when x is 0, our y is 3. So x is 0, y is positive here. So this is 5. So in between 0. So we have it here. Now when x is 1, y is 6. When x is 1, we have 1 here, and our y is 6. So this is 5, this is 1, so they meet somewhere here. So when x is 2, y is 5, 2 and 5. So when x is 3, y is 0. So when x is 3, y is said to be 0. So when x is 4, y is minus 9. This is minus 10, so minus 9. So when x is 5, y is minus 22. This is minus 20, 21, 22. So for the quadratic equation, so let us connect the dots together. So this is the first one. Let me take another index so that we can have a clearer picture. So please use something that will not make your hand to shake, so that you can have a perfect line. So you are going to connect them together, and you should be diligent about it. So you connect all those dotted lines together. Sorry, don't mind my drawing. It may not be as perfect, but this is exactly how the graph will look like. Now let us go to the linear equation. Remember, we were given 2. So for this one, when x is this and this is the values of, so let us translate this into a graph as well. Now when x is minus 2, our y is 7. So this is 5 and this is 7. So minus 2 and 7. So I'm using the red to indicate while I will use the yellow to draw. Now when x is minus 1, our y is 5. Minus 1 and 5. So when x is 0, our y is 3. When x is 0, our y is 3. So they meet at this point. So when x is 1, our y is 1. So just a little bit above. So when x is 2, our y is minus 1. So minus 1, 2, and minus 1. So when x is 3, our y is minus 3. So minus 3, 3 and minus 3. When x is 4, our y is minus 5. 4 and minus 5. So when x is 5, our y is minus 7. 5 and minus 7. Now from this point, we are going to bring, one thing about this is that it must be a straight line. It must be a straight line. So we are going to connect them together. It must be so. When you are drawing, please ensure that you use a ruler. It must be a straight line. Since it is a linear equation, it must be a straight line. So let us write the equations on this. So we have the first one to be, the first equation to be 3 plus 5x minus 2x squared, and the second equation to be 3 minus 2x. Now let us go back to our question. Now the question now says find the roots. We've drawn this, so we're now on to C. Find the root of the equation 0 equals 3 plus 5x minus 2x squared. Now the root of this equation is where this is the equation of x plus 5x minus 2x. So the root is where this graph, this curve, touches the x-axis. So this point, the values that we get here are the roots of the equation. So the root of, for C, x equals 3 or minus 0.5. If you look at it, it is not up to 1. It's not up to minus 1. So it will definitely be maybe minus 0.5 or minus 0.6. If you check your graph very well, it will give you something of that nature. Now let us go to the next question. It says on the same axis, draw the graph of the line y equals 3x. We'll draw that. Hence, find the range of values of x for which 5x minus 2x squared is greater than minus 2x. Now, on our graph, they said we should find the range for where 5x minus 2x squared is greater than minus 2x. Now, what they are referring to, literally, they are referring to, at this point and at this point, the two meets. The linear equation and the quadratic equation meet at these 2 points. Now, at these 2 points, the two of them are equal. So anything above this, the quadratic equation is greater than the linear equation. Anything below this, the quadratic equation is below the linear equation. So we have to look for this range. So our solution, so the range will now be 0. The value of x here, where the first meet is 0, is less than x less than, what is the value of x here? So this is 3. It is either 3.3 or 3.4, but it is not exactly in the middle. So 3.3. So we can put a caveat here, plus or minus 1. So this is the range for which this quadratic equation is greater than this linear equation. So that is the solution to question number 9. If you have any question, please feel free to put it in the comment section. I will definitely attend to it. Till I see you next time, thank you very much, and please remember to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.